What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the 30th of August. I feel like this month has been going on for a long time, which is fine, but we're heading into the end here. September on its way. Guys, we're taking a look at XRP this morning. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. We'll take a look over at the SPX, the S&P 500. And we'll wrap this video up. Things are looking quite bullish. We got a very nice surprise yesterday in the markets with Grayscale beating the SEC. How interesting is that? Guys, let's take a dive here into the XRP chart. Welcome to the channel, all of the new and current subscribers. So yesterday morning, we talked about a couple scenarios that could play out, and we got the bullish scenario yesterday, so that is good. As an XRP holder, I won't complain about a green market. As you can tell, it's been a red market for a while now. So hey, if we can get a 3% up day, listen, I'll take it. Been accumulating at all these major dips. Luckily, I was able to get in quite a bit of XRP on the 17th of August. Had to use my cell phone, but that is okay. Was able to get in some more XRP. Anyways, guys, yesterday morning we talked about this pennant pattern here breaking to the downside. Yesterday morning we were at the lower end of the range. We were starting to break below, and I said, look, things aren't looking too good right now. But hey, the stars aligned and we broke out to the upside, so that is great. My lower targets for XRP yesterday were down here at 47,715 as well as 44,502. So that's these two green lines on the chart. They still hold valid, so I'm going to keep them on there. Once again, 47,715, 44,502. If these markets for some reason decide to move lower, keep your eye on those. And then, of course, we have our long-term white support line down here. I will show you that right now. And that has held valid for a very long time here. Here is the zoomed out version here of price finding support along that line. So let's move back into the chart. Let's talk about some upside targets. Today we're getting a nice pullback though, down 2.05%. Markets never seem to not disappoint. So hey, had a nice day yesterday. Think we can get two in a row? Don't think so, the market gods say to us. So we still have major resistance at 55 cents for XRP. You can see that came in on the 20th of August. I have a white line there at 55. We are starting to potentially carry that momentum to the upside. We do need the break above that high though of the 20th of August. And then pretty much our next area of resistance is all right in here, 59, 60, 61. So it'll basically look something like this. If we can get this drawn out for you guys. So we had the major low, we have a lower high. We essentially have a higher low in here, and we're waiting for that higher high to come in. Yesterday wasn't quite it. Like I said, we need to break above that high of the 20th, and that is 55,783. Next resistance above the market, once we can get past 56,528, would put the market up into this range, about a 13% move higher, right up into that 60 cent range. And then we could have a little bit of resistance issues in that level. As you can see, it is the lower end of this range here. There's a chance of the markets pulling back all the way to the top end of this pennant pattern. Let me zoom in here on the charts. So there is a chance that this market pulls all the way back down to essentially this 52.1 level. So we'll see. That would be the top end of this pennant pattern. Doesn't mean that it will. It might stop kind of where it's at now. Who knows? But I'm just saying the top end of that pennant pattern is roughly around that 52.117. If we take a look at the 3-minute time frame, guys, you can see, let me zoom back out here. 3-minute time frame is one of my favorite time frames to trade on. You could, it's just really good. I found it's really good. The 5-minute isn't the worst, but the 3-minute I think is better. Check out this break above the pennant pattern right here. Perfect. You could really see it on the 3-minute, and then boom, blast to the upside. And ever since, typical, been fading lower. So we don't have too much further to go, as you could tell, before we're at the top of that pennant pattern. And that would wash out yesterday's move completely. So, hey, it is what it is. These markets are heavily manipulated. The price is suppressed, you know, whatever the case is. So that's what we're watching right now on XRP. Get a test all the way back down to the top of the pennant. We're still keeping our lower targets down here, of course, 1, 2, and 3. And then above the market, if we decide to move higher, we got to get above 55. And then that should lead us right into that 60-cent range. So hang in there, guys. We'll see. You know, if today gets real ugly, then it could be, you know, some more trouble ahead. But if it's just a normal pullback, no big deal. Let's jump over to Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin had a very, very nice day, and I'm glad to see the market go north instead of south. So we did talk about a potential for this price for them to pull the plug on the price and head lower. And hey, that could still happen. And what I mean by that is, let me draw this on the chart, then we'll jump back into where I was going with this. So we do have we basically have a higher low here. We have a higher high. This is essentially another higher low, but this could be a lower high, and then that could break down to a lower low. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes these topping patterns, this rounding topping pattern, can take a long time. But right now, things have flipped from some pretty good uncertainty yesterday. As of yesterday, you know, we had many days here where we're just finding support right at our level at 26.23, which is very nice to see. And I said, and I'll say it again because it'll happen again, these markets will not go sideways forever. And I was saying that, look, there's a move coming, a big move coming for these markets. And I thought it was going lower, but I said, look, there's a chance it goes higher. I hope it goes higher. You know, I'm long these markets. So we did get that nice break, but there is times in these markets where they basically coil up like a spring, right? They coil up, and the energy has to be released. And, you know, this time it was released to the upside, but sometimes it's released to the downside. But anyways, getting back to the price, almost hit our upper target at 28,249.67. That still holds true as resistance. We got close. We got 28,184.89, but we didn't quite hit that level. So on the next move higher, you know, we got to get above that and hold, and then it should take us up to that 29,143, give or take, area. And then we have a cluster here in the 30,000. Then we have our major resistance up here, 31,573. So let's see if these markets can hold their uptrend that they started basically yesterday. So we'll see if they hold, or they pull the plug and crush the markets. You know, they get everybody in, and then they do the good old washout move, putting in lower lows. I've seen both scenarios take place. We're not quite out of the woodwork yet. These markets still have a little bit higher to go before I think they are in a real solid move to the upside. But like I said, another day or two, that could be confirmed. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. Keep your eyes on those 28,249.67, 29,143. And then below the market, way down there, is 24,145. Over to the SPX. Man, we got a very nice move higher in price yesterday, starting to get a, not quite, but very close to a new confirmed uptrend here. We have the initial move down. We have a lower high. We have a higher low. We have a higher high. So we do have a confirmed change in trend, but I would like to see some strength continue in this market before going in big time, at least over in the stock market futures, the E-mini S&P 500 futures. The micro futures are the ones I trade. So that's my thoughts, guys. We have a gap up here. It looks like in the SPX right in here. At some point that will get filled. I mean, yesterday was a very strong day for the markets, and it was nice to see a higher high. So these things look good, assuming, nothing crazy comes in around the world. I think these markets are ready to go. So we're keeping our eye on the SPX. Over on gold, let me see if I can get a gold chart up here. We talked about gold yesterday looking bullish, and we did start to get, similar to the SPX, we started to get a move higher, and we're actually getting some continuation to the upside in gold this morning, which is nice. I'll be looking to buy these as well. Once again, that's the micro gold futures, just a smaller contract, uses less capital, less risk. And then obviously it's less per tick, less per point for P&L. So gold, same thing as the SPX, or similar, I should say. We have the lower low. We have a lower high, higher low, and then boom, got that higher high yesterday. So we have a confirmed change in trend. Question is, can it hold? Does it hold? It's got a little bit more work to do to the upside before, like I said, I get into a long position over in the micro futures, and that holds true as well over on the S&P 500, guys. So that's my thoughts here. What are your thoughts? What do you think XRP is about to do? Do you think XRP is going to move lower from here? Are we going to undercut that pennant pattern that we just broke out? We saw this over in the Flare network. Let me show you Flare real quick. Got some time here on this video. Check this out if you have not seen this. Most of you probably haven't. So right here, we had a massive pennant forming on Flare in its early trading. And then we had a huge breakout take place right here on the 21st of February. And market pulled all the way back and then failed and has been continuing to fail. I think we just double bottomed here. This market should head higher. But is XRP about to backtest, if not fail, this breakout that just took place of this pennant pattern? Let me know down in the comments. So far, this bottom is holding very, very nice. So this was one of those, basically I call it like the bathtub analogy. So the markets start to head south. We had the lower high. Markets start to head south in a pretty orderly fashion. And then all of a sudden, boom, you get the washout move. It wipes all the leverage traders out. It hits stops. It basically creates a panic selling. And a lot of the time, I don't know the percentage, that is the bottom, at least for a long period of time. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that low hold. The only thing of concern, and I'll go back to this because it's so similar, is right here. So this is when the SEC sued Ripple, the company, and XRP price obviously suffered for a little while. Right here, we had a breakout, pullback, lower high, SEC, another lower high, came in and sued Ripple, and the XRP price completely plummeted. Rallied up, but then it actually undercut the low, and then that was the bottom. And then we actually went from, check this out, 17 cents up to almost $2. So that is a very, very large 4-digit percentage move. 17 cents to almost $2. So back in those years, a couple years ago, we actually undercut the low. So that would basically look something like this. that would take us down to this support line, and then the markets, rallied from there. Doesn't mean it'll happen, but that's what took place back in those days. It is a different market now. We do have some clarity coming into the market. We do have these companies beating the SEC, which is a great thing to see. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We'll be back with some more videos. Let me know your thoughts on the stock market, the S&P 500. Let me know your thoughts on gold, your thoughts on XRP, anything else you want to share. Feel free down in the comments. All links, as always, down in the video description. You guys have a good one. Be careful out there. Markets get volatile from time to time. Take care.